Hi everyone. In today's video, I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to run a workflow in DATAVIEW on Amazon EC2. So here is a highlight of many steps we're going to go through in order to run our workflow on Amazon EC2. So for the first step, you are going to create an account in Amazon EC2, which is with free tier. If you go to the AWS website, you're going to be able to create an AWS account, which is including 12 months of free tier access. So if you take a closer look at the documentation, what is this free tier includes 12 months free use of many service, including Amazon EC2, which is up to 750 hours you can use for free. So that's pretty much more than what we need for this course. So just go ahead and try to sign up account. You may also notice that you will need to put your credit cards or debit card information when you create this account, because Amazon want to make sure if you're using beyond the free tier, you will be charged. So don't worry too much about that. We will let you know every time after you run. You will always terminate your instance so that you will be avoiding the extra charge in your Amazon account. So first step, go ahead and sign up account here, and then we're going to follow the second step, which is going to create a group and a user in your account. So if you already signed up, you are going to log in and you will see a web page similar to this. On the top left corner, you are able to see the services. So click here, you will see many services you can use. So what we're going to use is mainly the EC2, and another service is IAM, which is under the security, identity, and compliance. So just click here. Inside, we are going to create a group as well as a user. So in the IAM dashboard, you're going to choose a group, and come here, you are going to create a new group, give it a name, maybe like test. And next step, we are going to assign the privilege to this group. Make sure you're choosing the Amazon EC2 full access. So that's what we need. And next step, you're going to create a group. Since I've already created one, I don't want to create another. So after you create a group and click the users, and here you are able to add users, and maybe you just add any username here. And also here, access type, keep in mind to choose a programmatic access, because we're going to use an access key as well as a secret key to access or account, launch the virtual machines. So come to next step, permission. Keep in mind to click the group you just created, which was Amazon EC2 full access. So next step, tags, next step, review, and create users. So since I already create one, I don't need to create another. So after you create, you may see access key and secret key instantly, and you also have the option to download that as a CSV file. So if you cannot see that, when you go to the user, you will be able to see a security credential tab. You just click that, you will see the access key. You can always generate new access keys, but here you can see I've already have one. Keep in mind, you only be able to see the secret key first time when you create an account. It will not show up here any longer. So try to save that somewhere, or save that CSV file in your download folder, so you can reuse that anytime you want. And also you are able to deactivate it or just delete it anytime, and you can create new access key in the future. So after that, we're going to go to the step 3, which is download the DATAVIEW 2.2.1, which is a newer version we just released, because we noticed that in last version 2.2 we have issue with running the workflow in Amazon EC2, but we have spent some time to fix that. And now the new release 2.2.1, which is going to be working fine with Amazon EC2. So just try to download that and unzip the folder and place that folder into somewhere you like. And in the Eclipse, you're going to import that. So here is a project I've already imported, but I will show you how to import that once more. So here you are importing from the general project from the folder or archive, and click next, and you'll be able to choose a directory. So here you can choose the folder you just unzipped and choose that DATAVIEW folder. For example, like here, I'm going to the DATAVIEW 2.2, and then I'm going to choose the DATAVIEW. So the DATAVIEW folder is what I'm going to choose, and click the finish. Since I've already imported that, I don't need to import that again. So one more thing to keep in mind is that you need to check in the property, in the Java build path, on the library tab, you need to make sure all these libraries paths are correct. Maybe they're with errors. If so, just delete them all by clicking the first one and shift plus click to the last one, and you can select them all and choose a remove. And next step, you're going to add from the folder you have in this project. So in the DATAVIEW, web content, as well as web inf, on the lib folder, here is all the jar file you're going to need. Just select them all and see OK and apply and close. So that will configure your project ready to run. So next step, we're going to step 4. We're going to put the access key and the secret key in the config.json file. So that's a place you're going to tie to your Amazon account. So the file is under the web content folder, and if you click the config.json, you will see mine, but for the testing purpose, I will disable this one right after this video, but this is just for testing. Keep in mind to put your own access key here and secret key here. So after that, I think we are ready to run. But before the last run, we are going to have last step. So here is a test.java. If you recall from the previous video, the test.java is a file or the main entry of the workflow in the DATAVIEW system. So here you're going to specify which workflow you're going to run. Here we choose a RA workflow, and then make sure you're using the T-cluster or naive1 workflow planner, and then you're going to make sure you're using the workflow executor beta instead of the executor local. So if you make sure all things are right, and then you're ready to run. So let's click the run button, and you will see it's visualized first. And let's minimize this window, and let's go back to the Amazon website, AWS website, sorry. So let's go to the EC2. So when it's running, you will notice that currently the instance still be 0, but let's see. It may take some time for the first time to launch a virtual machine, so just be patient and then you will see something happen. So let's get back to the website and double check if it's already launched. Great, so you're seeing instance running 1, which is what we just launched from the DATAVIEW. So here is a console of the DATAVIEW. We're just running, and it's still running, so we may still give it some time to see the results. I may need to speed up the video a little bit and then to let you see the result, but keep in mind to give it some time. So you can see the DATAVIEW is running on IP, as well as is pushing some data to the cloud, as well as do some calculation, and the data is going to be saved in your working directory, which is a workflow task dir. So if you refresh this one, you're going to see the output we just run from this result. So I think it's one should be RA result. So here .txt. So here is a result of what we get from the running on the EC2. So I think that's a running part, but let's go to the step 6, which is very important, every time when you finish your running, keep in mind you need to terminate your instance, because if you do not do so, it will keep running and running, and maybe it will soon expire your free tire, so you will receive some charge or bill in next month. So that's what we do not want to see. So here is how you can terminate your instance. Just click this one, and then you can see the instance dates, and you can click the terminate instance. So keep in mind the EC2 is charged by hours. So every time when you want to use some instance again and again, you don't need to terminate them instantly. Maybe you can reuse them many times until maybe near an hour if you have a big task. But for us, we just run for one and we see the result, we can readily terminate them. So I think that's pretty much for this video. Hope you enjoy, and until next time, happy coding. Thank you.